From insulting a co-star on the day you first meet, to finding out you're the sexiest man alive during a basketball game, these are the NCIS cast's most embarrassing moments. We all love TV, and each week our favorite shows entertain us and give us something to look forward to. But the truth is, the stars of all of our favorite shows are just like us. And that means they have plenty of embarrassing moments. With so many spin-offs and such a big cast of actors, the folks in the NCIS universe might have more embarrassing moments than anyone else. Like Daniela Rua, the actress best known for her role as beloved headstrong agent Kenzie Bai on NCIS Los Angeles. Fans are totally invested in the on-screen relationship Kenzie has with Agent Marty Deeks, played by Eric Christian Olsen. But when the pair first met ahead of filming for NCIS LA, they had quite the first interaction. In an on-set video the actress shared on Instagram to pay homage to the relationship her character has with Olsen's, she told fans that when she first met Olsen, she opted to crack a joke to break the ice, saying, "Hey, it says on the script you're supposed to be like all tanned and muscled. What are you gonna do about it?" That's definitely one way to introduce yourself. To Olsen's credit, he cracked a joke right back, responding with, "They also told me you were gonna be good looking." But if that wasn't embarrassing enough, imagine the reaction people have when they find out that Rua's now real-life husband is her on-screen romantic partner's brother, after the pair were wed in 2014. While Rua and Olsen are both dedicated actors who take their jobs seriously, we bet it's not always easy when the news comes out at parties that the in-laws get paid to be romantically involved on screen. While doing press for NCIS Los Angeles, the Portuguese-American actor even admitted to Queen Latifah that, while of course it's weird to have those on-screen romantic moments, she and Olsen know how important the characters and their relationship are to viewers. Rua also said that her husband is in the business, and Eric's Christian Olsen's wife is also an actress, so it's simply all in a day's work when you play pretend for a living. But she did get a little flustered when one of her character's kiss scenes was played on the screen. We can't say we blame her. Now, family ties with a co-star is pretty embarrassing, but Michael Weatherly, known for his role as Agent Tony DiNazzo from 2003 to 2016, might have that beat. Michael is known for being a fun actor to interview, and he can easily make people laugh with his seemingly endless charisma and charm. But in a 2012 extra interview with Maria Menounos, the NCIS alum had a little surprise in store when he busted out an acoustic guitar and began to serenade Maria, on-screen co-star, Coti de Pablo. The two women played along, blushing and laughing, while Michael wrote and sang a little tune he wrote on the fly about taking part in the pop quiz interview with both of them. It seemed to surprise Menounos and de Pablo, but it wasn't the first time folks heard the actor strum his guitar and sing. In fact, Michael Weatherly even wrote and performed a song called Bitter and Blue that made it on the official NCIS soundtrack back in 2009. A talented actor and musician? Talk about a double threat. When a show has been on TV for as long as NCIS and all of its spin-offs have, there are bound to be some embarrassing on-set moments. For example, NCIS Los Angeles star Chris O'Donnell decided to give his wife her 5 minutes of fame by putting her in front of the camera as an extra in a dramatic scene. Things didn't go so well. During an interview on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, O'Donnell, who has portrayed G. Callan since NCIS LA first graced our screens, recounted an on-set experience he had while directing an episode. His wife was working as a background actor in a scene with other women. The scene in question involved an armed robber coming into a restaurant, and everyone was meant to panic and run for their lives. But O'Donnell's wife and the other women she was working alongside opted to continue drinking the real champagne they had ordered. They were laughing amongst themselves as they left the restaurant with other panicked diners, acting as if nothing was wrong at all. After one take of filming, Chris was approached by a crew member regarding the women in the background, to which he confessed, "Yeah, I know, that's my wife. We're gonna handle that." And his way of handling it, telling his wife that if they don't change up their performance on camera, he's going to be fired. He was just joking, and luckily, the actor didn't lose his job, but he got quite a funny story out of it. The actor also went on to direct a handful of other episodes, Though we're going to assume that after that embarrassing moment, he probably hasn't asked his wife to be an extra on his show again. Having your wife ruin a take of an episode is pretty bad, but what about a crew member scaring you in front of your co-star? The rise of social media apps means the official NCIS, Hawaii YouTube channel, has given fans loads of entertaining content, including hilarious behind-the-scenes moments from the set. In a short that was shared in November of 2022, an NCIS crew member thought it would be funny to hide behind a desk, then jump out to scare actors Tori Anderson and Vanessa Lecce. What happens next is probably something both actresses wish wasn't caught on camera, but luckily a camera caught the entire ordeal. In the video, the actresses are seen walking onto set when the person filming pops up from their hiding spot and startles them, forcing loud screams out of both women. Fellow crew members can be heard laughing at their surprise reactions, while Anderson covers her mouth in shock as she tries to catch her breath, and Lecce confesses, "I may have peed myself." Jump scares can be pretty embarrassing, but what about being voted the sexiest man alive and only finding out during a game of basketball with your friends? Well, that's what happened to longtime NCIS star Mark Harmon, known for playing the beloved Jethro Gibbs on the CBS series for nearly 20 years. To many fans, he's always been a bit of a heartthrob, even during his days as Gibbs. But in 1986, while he was starring in the TV series Saint Elsewhere, People magazine named him Sexiest Man Alive and put his picture on the cover of the magazine. Harmon had no idea he'd even been given the all-important title, but when he showed up to play basketball with some friends, he was met with the embarrassing sight of his Sexiest Man Alive cover pasted all over the backboards. In 2015, the longtime NCIS star told people that he thought the title was silly, and he was teased about it for a long time. Luckily, the actor got over the embarrassment of the whole thing, and he eventually went on to poke fun at it himself by hosting Saturday Night Live the year after gracing the magazine cover and delivering his opening monologue while wearing nothing more than a towel. He teased his award on SNL by taking jabs at it, joking about feeling like he was being used, and saying he won an argument with the folks in charge, which allowed him to at least wear the towel around his waist, instead of nothing at all. It's hard to imagine the steely-eyed and intense Harmon, who shocked fans when his beloved character Gibbs recently exited the long-running CBS series, doing something like that these days. But it sure is fun to look back on now. But maybe he doesn't feel the same way. With most of the shows in the NCIS universe returning to our screens again in the fall, we're sure there will be plenty more embarrassing cast moments to keep us entertained once each episode is over. So there you have it, ladies and gents. From insulting a co-star on the day you first meet to finding out you're the sexiest man alive during a basketball game, those were the NCIS cast's most embarrassing moments.